Long time no see. This is Effort Chung with Irish Diecast, and today I'm here to present you the Porsche 356A Speedster by AUTOart. I've purchased this car at a flea market about a year ago for $10, which is a steal, by the way. So the Porsche 356, it's the first ever production vehicle sold under the brand Porsche, and it is based on the Volkswagen Bug platform and powertrain, albeit a bit sportier, and it was sold from 1948 to 1965. There are four distinct series of the Porsche 356: the original 356, the 356A, 356B, and the 356C, and this one's the 356A, which is arguably the most popular version of the 356. Now, the first thing that came to my mind when I first saw this model was how small it was. It's not comparable to the common size of 180 model cars, and it's barely bigger than 124 cars. Now, the real car itself is pretty small too. After all, very Porsche thought a smaller car with enough power would be nicer to drive. Now, outdoor cars have been receiving a lot of criticism lately with the composite body and the quality control, but this is an older AutoArt. You know, the glory days when there was no cost cutting and every car was built to a masterpiece. So, this car is crafted to near perfection, well, at least the way I see it, and it's really elaborate, especially the chrome parts. They are really thin and cleanly finished. The headlamps are also nicely made. Of course, no pegs of any kind, and there are these vertical lines in the lamp. They're not really cleanly, and it makes the model feel like you're looking at a real car. The Porsche Shield is a sticker pasted onto the luggage compartment lid, and again, it's really accurate, although it's really small. And the Porsche lettering below it, down here, seems to have glue marks to it. I'm not sure if it can be moved, but that seems to be the only thing to indicate up front. Again, up here, you can see that the chrome parts used for the window wipers are really thin and they are well made. Cheaper model cars usually have thick blurred chrome parts that wear off easily. It's the subtle exquisiteness that eventually sets these higher end models from the cheaper ones. Of course, you can open the trunk of the model. Like the modern 911s, the 356 is a rear engine vehicle, although the earlier prototypes used a mid engine layout. So the luggage compartment is up front. There is nothing much here, just a spare tire and some emergency kits. I love the small attention to detail here. You can see that the hubcaps on the spare tire are missing. So that's pretty neat. So off to the side, the chrome lines across the car are well made. You can see they are very smoothly connected, even with the door between them. The side mirrors here and the door handles are made in chrome, although my car has a missing mirror. The Speedster logo uses emblem parts, and this little logo down here is just a sticker part. And here are the rims. You get the classic steely feeling from the older cars. It uses chrome for the hubcaps, and it's really nicely made. It's clean, it's neat. And of course, you can open the doors of the model, and the opening angle is very large. It's near vertical. And if you've watched my videos, you know how much I care about door angles. Nothing much on the door panel. Um, After all, it is an older vehicle. You can see the welding marks um, on it as well. And of course, the floor is covered with soft cloth material like you see on most higher ended model cars. And the seats are finished in two-tone with the black surface and beige for the rear of the seats. Being plastic seats, there are some limitations to the realism of the model. They did try to express the leather texture, but uh, I do have to admit, black plastic seats often look cheap and toyish. The same goes for the top over here. Um, it's just that you can't really express the cloth and leather texture with plastic. You just can't capture the texture. Um, and The dashboard is well crafted. The steering wheel is really well made. It's thin and it's round. It's got metal parts over here and the tiny Porsche shield on the center. One thing I just can't get used to is the color. It's in white, and while the rest of the interior and the body is in black, so it kind of stands out a little. The speedometer, the fuel gauge, and the rest of the gadgets are well made. Again, I have a problem with the color. It just stands out a little. And here is the rear of the vehicle. Um, Again, you can see some glue marks on the Speedster logo and the 1600 logo below it. This model uses two circle rear lamps, while the updated 356A sold from 1957 uses the tear-shaped rear lamps. The rear lamp and the chrome edges around it, the other lamps, they're really well made. They're nicely finished, and the air intakes up here are finished in chrome and they are open so you can see through them. Oftentimes cheaper cars are completely blocked. And here are the exhausts, finished in chrome. Gets blurry. And they are again open, which means there's not blocked. It's not too flashy chrome. It's got this half polished look, and I think it looks really cool. It gives the real metallic feeling of the real exhausts. And here is the engine room of the 356A. As you can tell from the emblem, this is a 1600 supermodel, which comes with a 1.6 liter 75 horsepower inline 4 engine. Of course, everything is well detailed, and everything is elaborately painted and is cleanly finished. Nothing much to see down here. This little pin here helps you open the trunk. So if you push the pin, the trunk pops open, so you can open with ease and not scratch the model. So that's it. My review on the 118 AUTOart Porsche 356A Speedster 1600 Super. Being an older AUTOart model, this car is nicely finished and is crafted with great attention to detail. However, not everyone can find this model for $10. It probably goes for over $200 or even $300 mint in box. And if you can't afford this tiny little model, then there are some cheaper alternatives. Milestone made the 356 number 1 Roadster, and Barago made the 356B Coupe. Although I can definitely empathize that AUTOart's quality makes the two of them look like cheap little toys, there's no need to question whether this AUTOart 356 is better than the cheaper cars. It's going to be better, and it's going to be better by a huge difference. The key factor is whether you value the Porsche 356 enough to spend a lot of money on it. So that'll be all, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see all of you in my next video.